Good evening, everyone. Good evening. This is your girl, Just Be Audrey Lane. I hope everyone had a wonderful, blessed Saturday. I wanted to come on with you guys because I got a feeling in my belly this morning. And I was going to do it, but I was like, no, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait because I know God wanted to feed me more. So I was like, I'm going to get on after work and make sure I get this up out of me. So, what has been going on my mind is pressing forward. Like, it was just, I don't know how, well, it came to me this morning about just, my nonprofit is praying it forward. And in the midst of me just going on that, God was like, press forward, keep pressing forward. In life, you got to keep on pressing forward. Like, man, I was having, a little bit of trouble with, you know, my later part of the day. But that's only when the enemy knows you have something great down inside of you. He wants to throw you off track. And that's why I actually came on now versus I said, I'm going to probably come on later on tonight. Like, no, get it up and get it up out of you now because when God is speaking to you, it's better to press forward and keep on going versus to stop. I already have what is in me that needs to come out. To have it sit in me, I don't need it to sit. So we have to make sure we press forward. The word just came to me of making sure that anything that comes your way, don't let it stop or hinder you. Don't let it be like, oh my goodness, it's too much that I can't go forth and do. Yes, you can. You can go forth and do. A lot of the times we have to just make sure that we be consistent, guys. We have to make sure that we be consistent. You have a lot down in you. We all have a lot down in us. Remember, I just said we are here for a purpose. Your purpose is your purpose. God knows it. And He's going to reveal it to you a little bit and a little bit and a little bit. All you have to do is show up. Show up and do the work. Show up and do the work. Follow what you know God has you to be doing. And if you're unclear about it, He will give you direction in it. I had a situation today where I had to learn to shut my mouth because God told me, you don't need to bring it up. And trust me, what I might have thought was going to be a valid point, it didn't need to be said because at the end of the day, I don't need to be proven that I'm right in a situation or this person was wrong in a situation. All I need to do is make sure that I be quiet because God is going to fight the battle. And it wasn't even a battle, it was a misunderstanding of communication. And that's all it has to be. And how I knew that it was like, oh, let me stop and hush my mouth, shut up, is because instantly my ears did this pop. And that's how I know God is telling me, close your mouth. You don't need to say nothing. Close your mouth. And how about this? I feel so good about it because I used to be like, no, I got to get it out. I got to voice this out because I have to be heard. No, I don't. Because even in the midst of all of that, my pressing forward would have been stalled if I would have opened up my mouth. And I don't want to be living in that kind of life. That life where I just always have to be stalled because I don't know when to just be quiet. Like, my mom used to always say, turn the other cheek. And I used to say, well, dang, I only got 4 cheeks. How many cheeks can I turn? But it's really good. Sometimes you got to realize when we are chosen ones, when God has a purpose for our lives, we are going to go through some stuff. And it's how we handle it. We don't always need to feel like we got to be right. We don't always feel like, oh, I got to prove that this person don't know what they're talking about. That's a part of wanting to be right. No, leave it alone and let God fight the battle. When I tell you, He knows better. And a lot of the times, we don't even know how to handle it the right way. Stop wanting to be right. You don't always have to be right. I'm learning that for myself. Just be quiet. Be quiet. And I find out it gives me peace. I prefer peace over anything else. You want to know why? Because it helps me sleep at night. It helps me know that, okay, just keep on going, keep on pressing. It's okay, basically. It's okay. You know, a lot of the issues that we kind of get in is because we keep on wanting to be on this hamster wheel of wanting to keep on doing things this way, and it got to be this way, and it got to be this way. No, no. How about this? You get off that wheel. Get off of it. We don't have to be right, and it's okay. Let God, literally, God fight a battle for you, because a lot of the times we make it a battle when it's not really even one. We don't have to worry about it. So it's just been sitting in my belly from earlier today, when you know you have something that you want to reach out and share with people and go forth in telling people, that the enemy wants to come up to stall you. So it's like you won't get this word out. You won't. And I even had it a little bit in my head that people aren't going to listen to you. You don't have where people are subscribing to your page and doing all of that. But like I told you guys, I literally do this because this gives me, man, I love it. I love the fact that I can talk out. Even if I'm talking to myself, I take this word in and I eat it. I digest it. I go with it. Because this helps me take a load off of myself. This helps me with going forward. So even if there's not anyone out there listening, I'm going to keep on pressing forward. That's what this is. Keep on pressing forward. I don't have to worry about the followers and people coming and subscribing and all of that, because the whole thing about it is, what am I subscribing to? And I'm subscribing to the fact that I need to follow God. I need to make sure I subscribe to Him. I subscribe to Him. And then I move forward in Him. That I comment and like His stuff. And that's what get me going. So you guys, we all have to press forward in life. There's going to be some situations that come up, and you're going to have where people are going to doubt you, where people are going to say to you, oh, well, I don't know why you're doing this, because, you know, everybody does a YouTube channel, or what you think is different, or you think you're going to be a success overnight. Don't go off of what people say. And how about this? You don't have to worry about it. Where's your heart at, and why you do the things you do it? Is your heart for you to go out and actually just be in purpose for what God needs you to do? Or are you going to do stuff just for your own self-gain? We can't do that. We got to make sure that we be obedient and do what God has us to do. We definitely need to do. When I tell you, it will give you a peace and a calmness when we are being obedient to what He has us to do. We don't have to worry about what anyone says, because He gets the final say. He gets the final say. So don't go off of what people want to tell you. Don't go and start thinking in your own stuff of, you may be feeling like, oh, I'm less than, oh, what is going on, oh, I'm having this issue. Leave it to God. I'm telling you, man, you gotta get peace. And how about this? You don't always need to feel like you gotta tell your business to people. You don't. You don't need to tell your business to people. God is going to place people in your life who you can be sharpeners to, and who will sharpen you. Remember, I always say that to you guys. You want to have somebody who is going to be encouraging to you, who's going to help you, who's going to build you up. And how about this? They're not going to want to be the ones to get the credit. They are not going to be the ones saying, oh, she or he got there because of me. They're not going to do that. They're going to be obedient to God themselves, because God is telling them to make sure they are there for you, because you're going to sharpen them back. And even if it's you not sharpening directly, He's going to send it where you pass it on to someone else. Just like how my nonprofit is. You praying it forward to someone else. So we got to make sure we press on even in these hard times. We got to press forward when it's the good and great times. We got to keep on pressing and going forth in our lives. Don't let nobody hinder you. Don't let nobody distract you. Because you're going to have people, and we kind of say, oh, my hater got me there and everything like that. No, God got you there. He knew that these people were going to come up against you and they were going to try to distract you. But he wanted to see if you was going to stay focused on him so he can do his job while you go and do the job he needs you to do for him. Don't let nobody get up in your head. Oh, Jesus, don't let nobody get up in your head. Because they will only be there to kind of tear you down. And if you focus on them, you lose focus on your task of what you're supposed to be doing, what your purpose is for what God needs you to do for him. Don't let nobody distract you. And that can be anyone. That can be your family. That can be your friends. That can be a foe. Anyone. And how about this? Don't you distract yourself. How about that? So we got to keep on pressing. We got to keep on moving. We got to keep on going. We got to keep on doing it. When I tell you, I was sitting here and my belly was just like, oh my goodness, where's this coming from, God? This got to be a word from you. You're telling me to tell people to keep on going forward, to keep on pressing, because you are doing the work. How about he's moving? He's laying down everything for us to keep on going forward. Going forward. And don't look sideways. Don't look back. Don't look at anything that's going to distract you. You're going to keep on going. Whether it be some situations where you feel like, okay, God, this is going on around me. All you got to do is ask him, God, what is it you need me to do? God, clear my path for me. Please be with me. Be with me. And you just don't lose focus. You keep on going. Don't let nobody tell you you crazy. When I tell you, I talk and pray with God all the time throughout my day. I have to. That gives me confidence. That gives me peace. That gives me a settle in my body that it just makes me feel really good. It makes me feel like, God, in this time and everything that's going on around me, I have a peace that I tell you, I can't even explain it. Jesus. I want you guys to make sure you stay in your relationship with God. Don't let nobody get up in your head and get you all distracted. You're going to go through some rough points. It happens. But God, like I always kind of say to myself, God wants to see your demeanor and your posture. How you can handle your valley before he swoops you up into that mountaintop. How are you handling your valley? How are you handling your lows? Because how you handle your lows lets him know where you're going to be at in your head and your heart for him when he elevates you up. We got to make sure we stay consistent. We got to make sure we stay in love. We got to make sure we stay faithful to him. We got to make sure we stay in his word. We got to make sure we open up our ears and our hearts to him and let him do his job. Move out of his way. Let him do it. And when I tell you, I don't even say all of this stuff just to you. I say it to myself. Remember now, I tell you, I do this channel for myself. It helps me get a lot off of me and out of me, where normally I would just sit and kind of take it and be pondering in my mind. I'm not doing that. No more mind games. I tell myself, no more mind games, Audrey Lane. My mind is so brilliantly blessed. Once I had told God, come on, clear all that gutter out. You know, he didn't get the cobwebs. He didn't got it all up and all of it out for me. So literally, he fills me up. Clear my brain, empty it out, and you fill it up. When and how you want to, God. So even though we may go through some rough times, and we're going to go through some crazy times, we got to praise him in it all. Don't just praise him when things are going great and good for you. He wants to know, where is your heart at when you're going through this moment? We got to make sure we stay consistent with him at all times. Not just when we're up on this high. Where's your heart? Where is your humbleness and your brilliant mind when you're down in that valley? Because that's where he wants to know, how can I get this girl to make sure that, or gentlemen, to where can I let them know that I'm actually there with them? Why do they always want to have it great for them when they're up high? No. How about it's great for you even in that darkness, even in that midst of that stirred up stuff that you can't even figure it out. Stop trying to figure stuff out. Stop. And I'm telling you, because it was me. I was trying to put everything into place, and this will happen when I do this, and this will happen when I do that, and all that. God was like, literally, when I said, God, reveal me to me, he revealed to me, you doing too much. I need you to stay put. Let me clear your mind out. So I'm like, God, take it. Clear my mind. Help me. I literally am in a learning process of doing one day at a time, one moment at a time. I used to say it all the time and say it, but now I'm like, literally, God, for today, I expect your greatness for my life today. So just like you expect that greatness, you keep on expecting it and you press forward in it. Because remember now, when you're headed for your purpose and you're living in your purpose and you're going in greatness, brilliantly, bless everything, you're going to go through some times. But where is your heart? Where is your mind? Is it focused on him? Because if you stayed on him, everything else around you won't even come into play. I've noticed it for myself, how if I just literally stay focused on him, doors, I wouldn't even say doors, because doors to him is like a splinter. It's like a splinter to him, literally. A slither of the wood off of the door. He has been opening up freaking rooftops for me. Rooftops for me. Like filling multiple. Remember, we all say he's not a God of just minus. Minus what? No. I mean, minus ain't what he do. I meant to say add, addition. No. He multiplies. He multiplies, God. He multiplies. And when I tell you, it's not where you may think, oh, it's a finances. He's going to do that. Yes, God will bless you with finances. He will do that. He will do that. That's just I wouldn't even say a piece of it. That is nothing but a blink for him. When I tell you, I'm about to sit here and shed a tear, and I'm trying to hold it together. Remember, I can show my emotions, but when I tell you, stop being focused on finances when it comes to God, because that is nothing to him. That is nothing to him. Where are you? Because he can bless you with millions. I already have it in my head of, God, I know you're going to do this financially for me. I know where financially you have me, God. I know where you're going to place me. I know exactly where you're going to put me. But that's only a little bit, because I'm thinking one thing and he's already told me what you thinking. I'm already doing something different. But I need to know, are you going to sit here and press forward on everything I need you to do? Are you going to learn how to use everything I'm about to give you? So now I'm learning the tools of everything I need to do, because God will bless me with the finances. How are you going to be when you get them? How are you going to be when you're asking for the businesses? How are you going to be when you're asking for the children? How are you going to be when you're asking for the husband or the wife? We got to keep on pressing forward in God. Keep on every situation that may be going on. First, we need to ask God to come and take over it. God, where do you need me to be in this? Because I need you to take it over for me. I need you to handle it. But where do I need to show up so you know I'm present in this? And he'll let you know. And a lot of the times for me, he tells me, just stay put. I got this. Don't it feel good when you have somebody who got your back? Somebody just said it to me. I believe me and my best friend, She always would be like, you know, I'm riding with you, girl. You my ride or die. And I know she is. I know she is. You know. However, the one great thing that we share is our relationship with God. And I love that about us. I love that about us. And we both know that we got a ride or die God. Literally. Jesus rides and he died. We know that. and I thank him. I mean, I thank him. Man, so, Jesus, thank you. We got to make sure we get on out there. We got to make sure that we press on in every situation. We got to make sure that we are being ourselves. You guys make sure that you stay with God. I thank you guys so much for coming on and following the journey. I thank you guys so much for letting me come and just be Audrey Elaine. Y'all know that's who I am. That's my YouTube channel name, Just Be Audrey Elaine. You guys make sure you subscribe. You make sure you follow. You comment. You make sure you guys start your journey. You tag me in. You comment in what your YouTube channel and everything is. I'll tune in. I'll come there. Y'all know, man, we got to keep on pressing. We got to keep on pressing. And I'm telling you, make sure you have a conversation with God and you make sure you love your relationship with him. If you just now finding out that you want to have a relationship with him, that's okay. That's good. We got to start somewhere. Yeah, just come ask him to come into our hearts. He'll take over. He'll start putting the right people for you to come in. Because you ain't got to come to him perfect. You come to him as you are. Let him do his job. He the only one that comes up and show and do his job on point and on T and on time. You ain't got to worry about him being late. He shows up. He does the work. It's time for us to keep pressing. So today, I had to get it out. Press forward. Press forward. Press forward, guys. We got to press forward. So I love you guys. I love me. Man, y'all know I love God. I love God. He has changed my life. Ask him to come into your life and change it for you because it can be done. Don't let nobody tell you it can't be. It'll happen for you just like that. Ask him to come into your life and watch what he do for you. Watch what he do for you. And how about this? He won't even do it just for you. He'll do it for people who's connected to you. So I love you guys. Y'all have a great evening. Bye now.